Alright, time for a garden update. So it's been, probably since a month since the last thing, and let's go take a look. Maybe just heard as the chick we hatched is not a she but a he, and he is just in that awkward teenager phase. So he's learning, but oh, there he is. He heard me, but nope. Broccoli's doing okay. Got looks like either rabbit. I think it was rabbits. Topped them. We were on vacation, so everything did survive well. My brother came and watched, so garlic is probably close to actually being ready. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be close to being ready to pick here soon. The onions are doing alright in this bed. By the way, this is the third day of our heat wave up here in the Pacific Northwest. It's going to be probably 111 today. It's very rude. I'm trying to record here. And yeah, everything survived well. Our pawpaws, we moved over here. The thing is, this is west, on the west side, so these trees here provide a lot of shade in the afternoon, and that just kind of helps. Unfortunately, that one salmonberry, of course, that's when we left. I had these sprinklers on, but this sprinkler right here, it was working when I tested it, but of course when we left, it stopped working, and it was just spraying in one direction and not moving. But it's all working now, and it's going to survive. It just looks crispy. And then over here, our transplants are doing well. Our tomatoes, despite them having a really rough start, have turned out really well. Our peppers, I mean, the ones we've planted are gonna do okay, but the ones we picked up are gonna probably where we get most of our peppers this year. Over here, everything is doing really well. The green beans are going up. I do need to cut back. They're actually got to the point where they've started to shade out the Mizuna and other greens in here, and they're not growing so well, especially on this end. Over here, they're doing fine because they're not as thick. But I'll get that, just cut them back. Yeah, the runners. I don't know if it will autofocus. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. You can see, it looks pretty good. It'll be pretty. At some point this got knocked over a little bit and a rabbit got in and topped a few of our things, as you can see. But they're all coming back. I had to cut back. I probably need to do again the beets because they were shading out. This is what happened last year. We had parsnips and carrots growing. They did not. The rabbits don't like parsnips. Rabbits and other forest critters do not like parsnips, but they love carrots, greens. And so they kept topping the carrot greens, and the parsnips just shaded them out, and they never were able to grow. So we just got to keep cutting these beets back. Yeah, and our blueberries just starting to ripen. They're just starting to ripen. But our strawberries, we've been harvesting about a week. Probably got 2 pounds, which is probably the most we've ever gotten. Ever. Again, this is our biggest strawberry hatch we've ever done, but even last year, between the rabbits and deer, you know, that was between the rabbits and the deer, that just kind of kept everything from ever really getting a whole lot other than a couple handfuls. So that's really doing well. We'll actually be able to make some strawberry jam this year. Potatoes, crazy. They're about, waist high. Some a little taller than that. And the dry beans got off to a rough start, but are finally trailing up. There's some I've had to re-encourage. Unfortunately, the potatoes got so big, the reseeding hasn't done well. I reseeded it, but they just exploded. They just exploded, like, even though it's been like a month, but like even like 2 weeks ago, they were still almost as tall as this. They really haven't grown a whole lot in the last couple weeks. They've just kind of set. Now the Szechuan peppers are doing really well. All these guys here, these are a couple tomato starts we got. They've done really well. Sorry if the sun's a little harsh. Greenhouse, doing great. We actually need to start moving some stuff out. But yeah, all the tomatoes are doing really well. There's a few that didn't make it. We're gonna move them out. There's some more peppers over here. Let's give them a try, but kind of given up on this plan this year for the rice and stuff. I'll try that again next year. And I'm probably gonna move some of those tomatoes into these little high tunnel things. But cherries are doing really well. Like I said, they're our oldest trees. These are all probably, we've had them on the property for almost 3 years, maybe 4. 3 going on 4, and they were good sized trees when we got them. So, and this one's a tart cherry. This is like a pie cherry. This is one of our sweets, which we are getting some animals eating them, unfortunately, but that's life. But they got good growth. Pests have been all right this year. If anything, and it's on the other trees, it's the fungal stuff. So this is our replacement for the tree that died. Same variety as the one I just showed you. Yeah, it's doing well. It's taking really well. We definitely had a lot of trees that didn't make it. How you doing, chickens? Oh yeah, chicken update. Or here. Well, yeah, we had a few trees. We had a lot of our trees that we bought that didn't make it. But no, the first batch of chicks have been moved in, and that's including the she that turned out to be a he. Hey, Mr. Rooster, that we hatched. Yeah, I know, Mama Hen. That's Mom. She's still not really. She goes through days. And then the 3 cream leg bars, I tried it in June, but they just were too small and they're getting picked on, so they're in their little side run. They're both getting rested. They've been surviving heat pretty well. The shade cloth helps a lot. They just kind of hang out underneath it most of the day. I just give them ice in their water. And other than that, they do fine. They just chill. Today's gonna be the hottest day, so I'm gonna give them some extra ice. But otherwise, they've been doing fine. No issues. They get hot, pant like dogs. Yeah, we've got our peach here. This is the disease one, the really bad peach curl. Been just removing, see if we can get good light on it, but just keep removing, as you can kind of see. The light kind of sucks. I got a good one. But yeah, I've been waiting for the heat wave to pass before going to town on removing all these, and it needs to be chopped anyways. And peaches, you're supposed to actually prune them in the summer, versus like apples and pears where you want to prune them in the winter when they're dormant. But yeah, that peach there didn't make it. The one over there I don't think is gonna make it. It has a little bit of growth. You can't see it because it's a twig and just has some twigs on it. But otherwise, hey wasp, keep killing stuff. Apple's doing well. This one's a Grand Winkle. Actually has a little surprise apple on it. So I didn't notice it, but yeah, an apple. Now, unfortunately, 3 of the hops are doing great. They're going to town. But unfortunately, it looks like 3 did not make it. Our artichokes as well are just hanging on at the moment. Oh god, spiders. Spiders everywhere. Just walked through a spider. Oh, web. That was awesome. Alright, and this one also has some really bad rust. This is our apple, our Chehalis apple. I need to, again, I'm waiting for this heat wave to pass, so I'll probably deal with it this week. I think it's going to survive too. It looks like I've been spraying and removing the leaves, and some of the new growth has not shown new signs. Again, it could be, that could change once it gets wet again. Oh my god, get out of here. So we'll see. Sort of the same with everything else. Didn't get that. That one didn't make it. And everything else is doing good. A little bit of, like I said, our pears and peaches have a little bit of rust. So, something I'll deal with. I definitely could have done a better job fall and spring of controlling for it. And so, I'll just have to, I'll make sure to do it this fall much better than I did last year. And up on the hill, and the strawberries doing great. Got a surviving rhubarb there, doing well. Our hazelnut cherries are doing quite nice. Let me see. You can get some hazelnut, showing you some hazelnuts. Yeah, there's a little hazelnut there growing. Yeah, so we're gonna actually get some hazelnuts this year, if the squirrels don't eat them. Yeah, that's if the squirrels don't eat them. But blackberries are doing quite well. And then this actually has done quite well. I planted this just before we left. Yeah, so from here, this has turned out really well. We've got squash that we transplanted. We just bought those. I am pretty sure it's a pumpkin. I don't know the variety. My wife gets the pumpkin. She likes pumpkin. And then we have butternut and delicata, which we both really like. So, and then I've got intermixed in here sunflowers and sweet corn. It's a short season variety. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I got it last year and did decently well. It's the only one I had because I'm so late planting it that I think we'll actually get some. So it's doing really well. I need to go and thin some of it out. I overseeded it just in case. I overseeded the sunflowers, but they did not germinate as well. That's okay. But otherwise, yes. And the fencing here has protected it from the evil rabbits. We have, everything's done really well, even in the heat. Like I said, brother did a good job just hanging on and watching his stuff. The mustard's doing well. All the trees, I got the drip line set up, and that's really helped with everything. I need to get a little more so I can do it on here. Yeah, raspberries and blackberries doing well. This one hazelnut, I'm not sure if this just looks like water, but it could be a disease. So if anyone knows what it is, let me know. I know it looks like, even though we fertilized it, it looks like it has some nutrition issues. So I'll give it some more. The other two are doing great, really, so don't know what's up with this one, but it's still producing hazelnuts, so we'll just keep babying it. Alright, so our citrus is doing awesome and just loving everything. We got the two Miho Satsuma oranges, or mandarins. I think, is this the Miho? Yeah, this is the Miho. And that's the lemon. That's our Meyer lemon, our second one, which is also doing amazing. Yeah, they've really taken well, thankfully. We were worried about them. They did not do well over the winter inside. So that's, yeah, we have them interspersed. And the whole nice thing here is, because our neighbors are kind of down there, we can't really see them too well, but this will kind of, they'll each kind of grow in and almost be like a wall. Just give them a little extra privacy. And citrus. Excellent, delicious citrus. Back porch here. Everything's doing well. Once it cools down, the tea will probably transplant. I'm trying, and we'll see if it's successful. I want to take some of these are native huckleberry, not huckleberries, what am I talking about? These are native honeysuckle, and I took cuttings and trying to root them. Of course, we took them a few weeks ago, but it takes time, and with the high temps it's kind of a pain, but you know, we'll see what we do, because we want to do them on the front for a little, again, let them grow up the fence for privacy. No, herbs are all doing really good. We have our starts here, which we will transplant in a bit once we start probably pulling the potatoes and garlic, is where these will all go, just as a succession. And we've been pulling lots of salad greens from these back beds here, and oh, we got some mushrooms in there, and the Swiss chard just doing awesome. So no, everything's doing good. Figs are going happy as clams. I don't ever know. I'm always bad. My wife is the fig person, so I never know when figs are ripe. Yeah, and everything else is doing well. That's our update.